The risk of fire increases as more people are using the heating devices to stay warm. Atlanta News First Blake Devine caught up with Alpharetta firefighters who are working to keep us safe this holiday.
It's gotten quite cold on this Thanksgiving evening as we've witnessed a double-digit temperature drop here in Alpharetta, yet firefighters fear that many people aren't prepared for this winter weather. As a blast of winter blows into Black Friday, plenty of people will warm up by heating their homes. Although Alpharetta firefighters anticipate 911 calls constantly coming in.
People aren't prepared for the cold weather. We've been on a warm trend here the last couple weeks.
Albert Kong has been a firefighter for over 2 decades. He says home heating equipment is involved with 1 out of every 6 house fires during the winter weather months.
During the winter months of December through February, there's usually an uptick in home heating fires, which space heaters is included with that.
Which is why Captain Kong believes it's best to only plug in 1 space heater per electric outlet.
There should always be 3 feet of separation between a heat source like a space heater or an oven, between anything combustible or anything that can burn.
When it comes to avoiding damage from frozen water piping, firefighters are advising folks to turn their thermostat up anywhere between 68 and 70 degrees.
We leave our faucets dripping, so there's a little bit of water movement through the pipe so that the water is circulating. And then we want to open up our cabinets to make sure we're circulating that warm air coming through our vents.
Firefighters are also emphasizing the importance of having annual inspections on fireplaces and chimneys. Reporting in Alpharetta, Blake Devine.